because you know
Well,
I do some Zoom parties and stuff, and I had a cat ask me, or we were talking about, I was like, should I record this? And he was like, I assumed you were already recording it. And I thought that was a weird thing to assume, because like
right.
not about me, but like to be so jaded that everybody's
recording
conceivably recording you, and it's that sounds so gross.
I mean, it does, but it's not exactly an unintelligent thought process. I mean, I tell my kids all the time, remember, the internet's fucking forever, and everyone and anybody can see it. You know,
err on the side of safety for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. Just assume, I tell my kids the same shit all the time. Don't lie, because then you don't have to remember what you said. The truth's always the truth. And don't ever say anything behind someone's back that you wouldn't say in front of them. And that'll get you through the internet world too.
That's Marty Brenneman.
I figured.
Don't bring up the Brennamans.
I'm Marty. You're recording, dude.
Oh, you got heat going on behind you.
Yeah.
Another reason I thought of you.
It's Bob, by the way. If you see, it's Bob throwing a can at Cartwright singing, and he nails him. Boom. And then he starts laughing. That's Jimmy next to him. He's like looking at his brother, just laughing like he threw his empty at the stage and hit Cartwright. That was like Heat Fest 3.
Oh my God.
Nails him, and he just starts laughing.
Oh my
it's like,
God. Well, Bob's just a regular dude.
Yeah.
He's just a regular dude. That's one of the reasons I thought of you, is because everyone's talking about how it's the anniversary of Heed. But shit, Heed was real early last year. It was Labor Day weekend. So by this time last year, I was already like grateful that I hadn't lost any teeth and back at work and shit,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it used to be in July. And
Really?
Oh, really? See,
Yeah.
I didn't start going. Paulie gave me a ticket to Heed Fest for my 50th birthday. Oh shit! I forgot something, because I kept thinking that we were waiting for Vince to join us. Dave, do me a favor. Introduce yourself. Say who you are and as much as you want about what you do and shit.
Are we recording already?
Yeah, we are.
Back to the recording thing.
Man. This is season 2 apparently.
Hey, what's the matter, you?
Hey, what's with the mustache, man? Tell me that's not real.
You wish it was real, dog.
Yeah, I bet. Congratulations, Dave. This is Vince. I like to call him East
Vince.
Coast.
What's up, Dave?
Vince, do me a favor. Go to your microphone settings and kick it down a couple notches. You're totally like.
You're like yelling at us.
Yeah.
And no, you gotta put it back a little bit.
You still got to bring it down.
Goldilocks it into the middle of that bad boy.
In the middle of that bad boy. Pull it up to your cheekbone like this.
Jeez.
Is it a Plantronics? I'm sorry. These boys have done this before. Just do me a favor. Introduce yourself for the listeners at home. Say who you are.
It's like,
as you want to.
I got a damn mic, man. So
I know.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
see
pretty
that.
professional.
He's podcasting all day, right? Well, these headsets usually correct if you know how to use them, East Coast.
Yeah.
Listen, dude, I'm literally on Zoom for about 10 hours a day at work.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Hey, Scott, you've asked Dave to introduce himself like 2 times. Are we going to make
3.
a third and a charm?
We'll get there. Well, I don't know. I'm Dave Merriman, aka Little Dave Merriman, aka LD, aka the Grand Poobah, aka Spider Scientist.
Yes.
Wow.
And we know each other through Heed Fest.
Yep.
I play in bands, and I live in the Chicago area now.
Okay. I asked you that before when you didn't answer me. I thought maybe it's a witness protection thing.
I know he didn't want to say. He was thinking about it. Like, do I want to tell people on Facebook where I live?
Right.
Yeah, I think it says on my Facebook where I live.
Well, I mean, I
just outside of the city proper.
It must say somewhere. I wouldn't have any idea, obviously. But I appreciated the response. I'm international.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, that's a tall, frosty one there, mate.
Yeah, rock and roll.
That's,
is that your Heed tumbler too, there, Paulie?
Laser Snake 3 Floyds. So
Okay.
What is that? Is that like a loco?
I got my
like
GB
a 4 Loco,
glass.
Mace.
Yeah.
It's a 4 Loco. It's actually it's actually a White Claw disguised as a beer. What are you drinking there, Dave?
This is tequila in a wine glass.
Oh, rock and roll.
Yeah.
This is tequila in a big ass mug.
Right.
Dig it.
You don't have to lie to us, East Coast. We know that's water, and you're still counting your steps today.
No, dude, I totally found this new drink that's changed everything.
Oh, you were drinking that last time you were in Cincinnati, like vodka and some.
No, this is a new one. It's called ranch water.
So what is it? Hand sanitizers and lemon
No,
juice?
it's tequila. It's fresh lime, a little bit of mint, and then the rest is just soda water.
Yeah, I've done that and didn't know it had a name, because sometimes I want a little crispy tequila drink. Usually I just drink it straight, but like
that's intense.
Sure.
But
I mean, all you
I
gotta
sip on it though. I get a good one and I sip on it like whiskey. Like you get a reposado or an añejo where it's got some barrel aging going on.
Yeah.
And it's a smooth sip if you get good stuff.
And God damn it, if you're putting mint in it, you better be sipping on it.
Yeah, it's mint that actually grew in my garden. Thank you. So shit is fresh.
They'll catch they'll catch the glottis and shit like.
Right.
Right next to my radishes.
Not to mention the flakes on your teeth or on your upper lip, as demonstrated by East Coast.
You like that mustache, don't you?
Yeah, it's working for me. I know.
I think it's one of the most atrocious things I've ever seen. But I want to thank you for introducing prop comedy to the panel.
No, Meg thought it was amazing. She's like, "Whoa, you're like the coolest husband I've ever had."
Ever had?
Yeah, like super.
I'm assuming you're the only one.
YOLO.
I used to do that classic dad joke with my wife where I'd tell people this is my first wife.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, that's a classic.
You know what's funny is
and I got enough eye rolls that I stopped doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I realized it wasn't landing. I was just like, fucking this guy.
I think
It wasn't landing.
Yeah, totally. And it's shitty.
It's bad material, but you know what? It shows consummate maturity on your part, because things landing or not don't ever even come to mind when I'm throwing shit at the wife.
That
I don't care if the reaction is whatever. And somehow we're still here.
Yeah. Hey Vince, did you see what's going on behind Dave? I just gotta make sure you watch.
Yeah,
of course I saw that.
Let me.
Yeah, but you see what Bob did and does?
Yeah, you give Dave, give him the play-by-play. And you said this
Bob
is
throws it
E3
empty
or
at the
4?
guy singing. Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
That's our homie Cartwright.
Wait, was this the one where I didn't come last year?
No, this
was a few years back.
This was wait. So it was
So
6
Bob
years
throws
ago,
the empty,
6 or 7.
and you gotta look back. I'm gonna see if I can do this here. Right. I got my
Is that
screen
your
mirror.
finger or your wang?
It's my dick. Right there. Boom. Nails him in the head.
Jesus.
So look at the back.
The
He
way it
nails the
came
singer
up,
in
like,
the head.
"Aw."
And he starts laughing at Jimmy, his brother. That's the dude with the shaved head next to him. Like, here he goes. Nails him. Boop.
Bam.
I mean,
And
just
then he's like-
unbelievable.
He's
He's
like,
like,
I
yeah,
got
but his
him,
head's up.
Jimmy.
You know what's funny, man? I'm surprised this hasn't circulated. And you know how there's the no-hitter T-shirts? How come there isn't
That's literally the perfect hat.
Beaner Heed T-shirt?
Yeah, he pitched a no-hitter. My man knows how to toss something.
Right.
Mhm.
He can peg a singer in the forehead from 55 feet.
Yeah, dude, but I love his panish laughter afterwards. Like,
Yeah, I got it. Who's gonna know? Oh man, good
So
lord.
you're always being recorded, right? Like,
Right?
that's Bob even years ago.
Right? It's Bob
well,
being
yeah,
Bob.
he had a reason not to believe he was being recorded, and the thing is, he didn't. And somebody was just filming them playing, and just caught gold.
Yeah.
You know, like
I'm gonna
Bob's just trying to make his brother laugh.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the full Bob worshippers the out, and I'm gonna say that his laughter is nervous laughter at the shame that he actually pegged the dude, because he certainly
Yeah.
wasn't trying to.
That's my favorite part,
No.
right there. Here it comes.
He was trying to hit him, dude.
He does a hunch
He
over
was.
kid like
He was
he
trying to
was
get him,
trying
to-
but he laughed like, "Oh shit!" You know, it's like even when you try something, you don't think you're gonna do it.
You're right. You don't think you're gonna pull it off. That's too fucking funny. In that exact place, Dave. Like I said, Paulie gave me a Heat Fest ticket. So the first one I went to was, what was that, Paul? Paul left, of course. When I'm trying to, was it 7?
No, I'm here.
Was it Heat 7?
It was Heat 7.
No, it was 8. It was 8. No, because I've been.
7.
Are you
got
sure?
The T-shirt. Didn't you get the T-shirt?
No.
Oh, you
I
know,
don't
you
have
didn't go that first year. When the first year.
The
Yeah,
first
it
year
was
for
8.
you. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
8
was
because
8.
I've been to 3 and there's 8, 9, and 10.
Dave's
But anyway,
like, I'm in every one of them.
I know Dave's like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Oh,
Well,
He's
I,
like, you rookies.
Yeah.
I try and explain.
And
to
we
Paul,
played every one of them except for the first one.
Yeah.
We
did
went
you
to the
guys
first
play?
one and we played everyone since.
Oh, you guys played the night before at Wings in 9. That was what
Mhm.
that
That was
That was our
special night.
first time.
Right.
Well, oh no, that at 9
No,
it
that
was
was-
back to Wings. Yeah,
it was Wings,
The very
yeah.
first time, Wings 2. I mean, Heat Fest 2. We played at Wings the day before.
Okay.
So
And then you
was-
repeated 5 years later. You did it again. Yeah, well, they brought it 4 years later
because people were booking out the Polish club left and right.
Oh, sure. Yeah, without a doubt.
The hot commodity. Look at that thing.
Right. It's unbelievable. I mean, who wouldn't want to hang out there, you know? But somebody posted. Did you guys see the thing today? Somebody posted something they attributed to Heat Fest, and it was some like Far East kids trying to play drums in the jungle and stuff with a banana.
Yeah. I did see it. I wasn't quite getting that.
I love it. And then they start like they start pro wrestling like mosh pit.
Yeah, like, it's completely like it's completely Oingo Boingo. And I couldn't help myself. My comment was, "This looks like the acid's kicking in at Heat Fest about 5:30 in the afternoon." You know,
that's some pretty heavy shit.
I had a really bad shroom. I had a really bad shroom trip at a Heat Fest once.
At a Heat, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've never had anything but fine vibes there.
For a couple of years in a row, my voice started going out during shows. Like it was just fucking. I just felt awful doing, because we'd be playing for like an hour and a half or something, and like the last 45 minutes, I sounded like shit.
And did it hurt too? Were you just rasping?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So then I'm like just feeling down on myself, and then the shrooms fucking hit my head, and then I'm in this like self-doubt tip, and it just fucked me.
Everybody in this place thinks I ruined Heat Fest.
How do you even perform? I don't even know how you perform on that. Like that's
mushrooms?
That's an art.
No, I took the mushrooms afterwards. I have played on. I have a band.
I have too. It's not. It's actually not. It's not great.
I can't walk.
I played a show.
I would have no idea. I have no idea
like
what
30
you
years
guys are
ago.
talking about.
High quality. Yeah, right, Paul. High quality mushrooms are like is what made me swear off of that kind of drug spectrum forever.
I was shrooming balls. Oh.
No, after you. You're shroom. No, anybody says I was shrooming balls, I want to hear the rest.
at the Heat Fest where the classic lineup got back together.
Oh, what year was that? I wasn't there. 5, 6? No, it would have been a little earlier than that.
I'm looking through old shit on my phone to try and find out what year this was on
7?
the video.
Yeah. Bench, the first one you went to with me was 7.
I don't know, but it's guaranteed to have had some sort of punny way that they introduced the number.
Right.
Like quadrohedia.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That was a good one. You know what? That's quadrohedia.
That might have been it. Quadrohedia.
Because I did the banner that year. I designed the banner, and I also designed the quadrohedia banners. I turned the mod arrow into the GBV
logo
on the dude's back on the cover of Quadrophenia, like
nice.
The chalk on the back of his duster thingy.
That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, so now when we got to Quadrohedia that's that year.
It's this year that you're watching behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, same year.
So Dave, really quick, 8, the year that Paul took me, you guys played the day at Polish Clip on the Saturday, and Paul will attest to this. I was impacted and moved greatly by your version of Storm.
I think you got a boner.
I may have. Well, you may have gathered this because I don't know if you're aware of it now or not, but I'm the one that's harassed you relentlessly since then about doing that song anytime you're playing anywhere I might be.
I didn't know until you hit me up earlier and you said, I promise
not to
I promise I'll stop asking for storm vibrations.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. That's the motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he's like playing on the way home. It's like, we gotta listen to Storm Vibrations. Yeah. And then he like complain like, GBV tonight, they didn't play Storm Vibrations.
I'll tell you, after a while, like early on, as we were gathering songs and we started in 2005. It was like they
so you already had
they hung it up in 2004.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already have an absurd catalog to pull from.
Yeah, so learning them for a while, it became poker night. We'd have a weekly practice, and we just get a case of beer and tons of weed and bang everything out and work. But like as we got older and like life, started getting more complicated, it was harder and harder to build shit. So it's like we had a rule that we always had to learn new shit. We always had to play something we haven't played, at least 4 or 5 songs, and there's always the variable of my voice about what I can hit.
Yeah,
but with Storm Vibrations, we learned it that the year we played it, and it was like, I think we might have done it a couple years, but that was my favorite fucking song to sing.
Oh, you could tell
because it's got all those like licks in it. It's like,
does
she blend well?
Choice,
I mean,
and the stop. The thing is,
and the half like notes. The Rachel baby, monkey girl, a gift of smile.
No, it's
love production.
I wasn't gonna ask for it, and I get it anyway. Melody. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Her sunshine mind.
Wait, Paulie, go ahead. Paul's like, God damn it, why are we here?
I think it's great.
Be here.
I was just thinking.
I couldn't stop once I started. Sorry.
No, you're good. That was awesome.
No, I'm the guy that's always in the front row that's just yelling, "Fuck you! Just play the classics."
Oh yeah, you are.
That's all I ever do for the last 30 years. Shut up and play the classics.
Next time you do it, bring the mustache and he'll listen.
And now that you know about our rule,
I don't have time for this newfangled stuff.
Mustache for you. Here's cut out witch.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows we're playing them at the end. GBV plays them at the end too, man. Everybody knows that.
I don't have time for that bullshit.
Yeah,
I grew up watching them in like play in a cafeteria at like Wright State. like that's what I want.
I saw them at Lollapalooza. It was '94.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, those motherfuckers sound like Beatles demos on what I heard on the tape my friend had.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw them, I'm like, these motherfuckers sound like Cheap Trick.
Yeah, they rock. That's the whole thing, man. I feel sorry for anybody that didn't couple the kind of like, what's the word? The kind of precious early 4-track records with the fucking power of the live band. I felt so bad for people who are like, oh yeah, it's kind of cool, but blah blah blah. And I'm just like, no, this shit fucking rocks, and you're not paying enough attention. But
no, you either get it or you don't.
If you never saw you live, you
didn't.
That's
what most people like that are today. Like, they don't get GBV. If they don't get it, they don't get it.
But see,
we get
really,
it. But
yeah, I mean, we do, and obviously, Vince has the era he likes, and me and Paulie try and be more. I mean, I always tell Paulie that I'm a tourist because I like what I like. I consider there being 2 holy triumvirates, and then there's some hit or miss things. Like for the longest time, Universal Truths and Cycles to me just meant Back to the Lake. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about.
That's where it all went downhill for me, bro.
Well, the thing is,
Vince doesn't like anything since Under the Bushes,
1999,
Under the Star.
Yeah, well, Vince,
Do the Collapse is the last album that I think is brilliant, and then it was whatever. I'm OG.
Okay.
Oh fucking G.
Well, okay, whatever, mustache. But listen, here's the thing, Vince. I could make you probably a 40-song like compilation from since then of all brilliant shit that's every bit as fucking memorable and well written as anything.
Challenge accepted.
You know what might scratch the itch?
Come on, Dave, tell me.
Fucking the Cash Rivers Don't Adjust Your Set.
Yeah,
that album goes down like a comedy B1000.
Yeah,
like the songs are actually good, and they're small. Some of them are half thoughts, but like a great.
This one right here.
Yeah, that one. That record made me feel like I felt when I heard B1000 for the first time, because it was like a hodgepodge of a bunch of stuff, and the quality was way better than it should be for like a joke shit.
I agree.
In this instance.
This is amazing.
And before, like when you hear lo-fi, you think I hated indie rock in the 90s. It sounded lazy. Like I'm not a patron.
It was precious. It was precious.
Like that whole I'm gonna fucking play my guitar.
It's just like it's like
shit
Surfer.
So fucking bad.
Some of it's
like,
good, man.
I wanted tryhards, man. I wanted motherfuckers who had heart. And like,
I heard this, Vince?
In that cold fucking fake cool
I bet Scott hasn't heard this
like
either, has he?
I've heard a few of those. Wait, what was that last bit?
Date rapist assholes. I swear to God, those guys all like played all sensitive and blasé, but they were really just gross.
No, see, there's I hear your descriptions of that stuff, and it sounds it sounds like it sounds like a Shins record to me, but there's some great shit on that stuff.
Yeah, I like the Shins. I think Shins come later.
They are later.
The Shins also like that. There was like a lot of like pop and like songcraft in the Shins.
Yeah.
Not just pop, but songcraft in general.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone yesterday.
And they got Dave Hernandez from Scared of Chaka.
And what else is gonna happen with that?
It's awesome.
I literally just took a step and I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, like Owen.
Scared of Chaka is an awesome punk rock band, and the singer guitarist plays in the Shins as well.
Oh, rock and roll. Okay.
The first Shins album.
Hey, do me a favor, shoot that in the IM for me, Dave. The first Shins record?
Yeah, Oh Inverted World was really fucking good.
Oh, is that the one with Phantom Limb and all that?
Yeah, it was like when they first blew up, and then he was in a band called Flake Music before that, and so I was like, oh, I want to explore this, and it's garbage. Like I can't even listen to it. Like that was back in the day when we'd all go to everybody's record and try to impress the guy that works at the record store. You know what I'm talking about?
I knew all those guys anyway, and I knew instinctively that was impossible, so I never bothered trying.
Because I remember like it was the first album I ever bought there, where the guy behind the counter was like, "This is a really excellent choice." I was like, finally, I fucking broke through to the asshole at the record store.
Oh my god!
Like, cause you're always like, I got to find the most indie record in here to get respect.
You're really. I mean, you're waxing poetic about respect given to you by a guy behind a counter at a retail store.
I get it. I actually get it. I went into record store today. I actually tried to call you back.
Yeah, I have so much respect for those dudes.
I asked everybody to hold this record for me, and I walked in. And
I know.
And what he
pull
said,
the vinyl, Paul.
He knew who I was. He
pull the vinyl and show it.
He knew exactly who I was, and I was like, oh, he knows me. I was like,
yeah, I get it. It's great. Yeah. It's cool. They know you. They can help you, so on and so forth. But
don't take our moment away from us, Scott.
I'm not taking a moment from you. I'm just saying you shouldn't base your life on what those fuckers think of you.
Not my life. There it is. There's everybody's been trying,
Wow,
yeah,
dude,
really,
that's some thick wax.
That's really cute. That's really cool.
Oh, it's cute.
By the way, Vince, just out of curiosity, you guys came on and talked to me earlier in this pandemic in 2020. Yeah. When do you guys think that was?
When our first interaction?
It was at the end of March.
Well,
it was probably about a month after shit hit the fan. But I'm sure you can look in your YouTube history and figure it out.
You guys are way closer than I thought you would be. I was really surprised to find out that it was April 4th.
Yeah, that was about right. A month after shit hit the fan. Yeah, we kept turning you down. I'm like, I've got another commitment, dude. I'm doing Conan one night.
Right.
I got Letterman another night.
Wait, Vince, does Conan get the mustache, or is that just for us?
That's just for you guys.
And for Meg. Meg likes the mustache.
And your mom.
Meg likes the mustache. Yeah. Well, thanks. You know, my
mom hates it.
That's a good song title. Meg likes the mustache.
Meg likes the mustache. Yeah.
That's a good song title.
All right, there.
Thank
you guys want to hear the most bizarre story you're ever going to hear?
You want to tell it, so hit us.
It's a short. Well, okay,
yeah,
so like,
bro, fucking, of course, bro.
now I wish I was outside.
Sorry, I'm not trying to
I smoked weed inside.
So Wednesday night, I go out to the mailbox to get the mail because that's what you go to the mailbox for.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, I know.
Love it.
I don't want to not unturn any stone here. So
I think actually when he goes out to the mailbox, he's usually meaning somebody.
He's weaving a rich tapestry. Let him continue.
Okay, so I go out to the box, get the mail, and there's like this big fat certified letter. Now with a certified letter, the postman's supposed to come in and ask you to sign for it so they can verify that you're the person that's supposed to get it. Well, he didn't do that because our USPS is corrupt. But that's a whole nother story. So I look at this envelope, and it's from Napa, Florida. It's from the sheriff's department in Napa, Florida. And I'm like, I've never even been to Napa or anywhere close to it. So open it up.
But if you had been, you'd had a stripper in your lap. Anyway.
Yeah. So I open it up, and it's this summons that I have a boat that is abandoned in the bay, and there's a picture of it. I wish I had it.
Yes, find this picture.
Yeah, hold on, I got it right here. Hold on.
It's his drug boat. You do have it. And
I got it right here.
And he's on Facebook tonight.
Hold on.
Wait, you tell Paul he already posted this? We're getting old news.
No, I'm saying like you're gonna post it. It really is his boat. Let me look at his mustache. It's his boat.
Hold on, I'll find it.
What are you telling us?
There it is.
It says motorboat.
Right.
So that's the boat. That's the picture of the boat right there.
Yeah, your camera.
Can you send it to your computer and share the screen? We need some identification purposes.
Okay, hold on. Oh, that's a good idea. Like we
Really?
get a good
Shared
visual.
screen. Have you seen that option on Zoom before?
Yeah, man. You do
Okay,
Zoom
hold
10
on.
hours a day, right? Bad audio.
Yep, gotcha.
We got
Okay.
Most motherfuckers don't allow people to
Oh wait,
share.
there's so many good visuals to this story. It's gonna fucking change your life.
You know what's gonna happen, Vince? As soon as you get this boat on the screen, I'm gonna get cut off.
Hey, while he's getting that up, when I
have a thing I can holler at you if you want to keep chatting.
Go ahead. Let me get this pulled up.
We'll see what happens. Because I limit myself deliberately to the 45-minute Zoom thing because I know nobody wants to listen to me and my friends bullshit that long.
I'm talking about bullshitting.
I know, but if you guys want to keep going, whatever. Yeah, no, if you guys want to keep going, let's do it.
Look at Pollard's
album
here. Asshole 2.
Okay.
And he's in a
Vince,
bathtub, and
are you familiar with that album?
He's kind of
yeah.
That
Are you
seems
familiar
about right.
with that record? Or it's because that was a little after your time.
After Vince's time.
It's probably the best bit of music that he's put out.
Asshole 2?
Seriously.
Yeah.
This is
Asshole 2 of the King.
The best solo Pollard period,
dude. And and that solo
period.
Yeah, that he does. What was that cut on?
I thought it was just like him ranting and stuff and yelling at people and telling people.
It is.
Yeah.
That's how fuck you, Dave.
I totally know what it is.
No, when I was highly recommending Cash Rivers, I when you put that up, I wanted to double down on the joke.
Asshole 2.
You don't like Cash Rivers?
Asshole 1, Asshole 2, I've only listened to a couple times, but Asshole 1, I used to have memorized.
That sounds about right. You know what's funny about that Cash Rivers record is a lot of people were like posting pictures of it and stuff. It reminds me. Do you guys remember the Flaming Lips "Here It Is" album, or is that? I'm older than all you dudes, aren't I?
I remember.
No, but I remember. I never got into those guys. I thought Wayne Kanye was a douche.
That early shit's really fucking good, all the way up to like Clouds Taste Metallic, and even.
But I was right about him being a douche, right? He turned out to be a complete douchebag.
I don't know him personally, and I have not heard anything that implies that he's anything more than a musician. But cool.
He left his wife for like some high school kid. I just completely made that up, but why not?
I was gonna say, not like you wouldn't do the same thing.
Hey Ben,
the only difference is your last of opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's get the boat up. I want to see the boat that you
I want to see the boat
Miami.
too. And the main reason I keep pushing you on the boat thing is because I'm really hoping we get cut off like right before the picture comes up.
Yeah, hold on.
I mean,
do you have a setup where multiple people could
host, you have
share?
You have to enable screen sharing, Scott.
Oh, okay. Let's do
Enable it for multiple participants because I'll play Sailing from Christopher Cross while he shows the picture.
That's fucking smart.
Oh, that should be on Hot Freaks. Bob throwing that can across the stage. The Hot Freaks. I mean, that needs to be on there.
Oh shit! Yeah, I still haven't signed up for Hot Freaks yet.
It's
I
really
haven't
good.
either. I haven't either.
I was listening to the Kit Kat
Is it true once you
breaks
do,
tonight.
you get the old shit and then continue to get shit? Is that?
Yeah, you if you sign up tomorrow, you'll get like a ton of emails with all the backlogs of it. Yeah, so I finally did it.
I always
really
wanted
good.
to fucking do it, and this is my arm being twisted.
Tonight I was listening to the guy from the Smithereens interview Bob and Doug, and he was talking about getting Cobra Verde and GBV, and then they did acoustic songs, like 10 songs, like Bulldog Skin. It was good.
Nice.
Hey,
I listened to Bulldog Skin tonight.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at this great truck. That's amazing. It's incredible. It's absolutely fucking incredible.
Okay, here's
that truck. You know, your boat looks. Oh,
dude, this is like such a scam from Africa or something.
No. So it gets crazy. So I get this picture.
It's a stunt boat.
Dude, that looks like and the guy from the Patriots.
Hold on.
He got the picture, then he got a picture, then he got a dick pic.
No, that's
and
part
it said,
that's another part of the story. Hold on.
The boat and the dick pic, and you better pay us $1,000.
Dude, this is a frame from Forrest Gump.
You guys want to hear the goddamn story or not?
Okay, so tell us the story.
I do.
So I get this
I'm
letter
the new
in the
kid.
mail,
I do.
Right?
And
Come on, Dave.
This is the weird part. So there's a summons, and it's like 5 or 6 pages explaining to me how like they're going to tow this boat because it's clearly an eyesore and an environmental like hazard. And if I don't respond in 5 days, I'm responsible for paying for it, for the removal. So So that night,
this is totally a scam.
No, it's not. So that night I called the police department, and she's like, what's the case number? And I gave her, she goes, are you Vince Puopolo? And I goes, yeah. And I said, this doesn't make any sense. I've never been to that part of Florida, within 1,000 miles of it, because Florida is gross anyway. Sorry, anybody from Florida. And so she's like, well, you need to call the courthouse tomorrow and get your name cleared, and you need to prove that you weren't in Florida last week. I'm like,
how do you prove you weren't somewhere?
I have no idea. So the next morning, like, because when I called them, it was
answer
like
is prove you're somewhere else, buddy.
It was later in the evening. So the next day I talked to the actual detective because his name was on the paperwork. Here's the weird thing. The paperwork was addressed to somebody completely different named Mark Wilson. So I talked to him and I'm like, I'm in a really weird situation. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I've never been to Florida. I don't have a boat. I mean, that boat's sick, but it's not mine. And if it's full of cocaine, it's definitely not mine.
Right.
So he's like,
unless nobody's discovered it yet.
Because he had another.
He's like, what's your birth date? And like, what's your social? And he's like, where do you live? And I'm like, I live in Baltimore, or I live in Maryland. And he's like, we got you mixed up with another Vince. And I'm like, you know, and so here's where this guy comes into play. So hold on.
You definitely have some other case against you.
I saw the Facebook screenshot and with Naples, Florida. And
so hold on. So there's another guy on Facebook named Vincent Puopolo.
Who the fuck is this dog?
It's the
Look where he lives.
Yeah, Naples.
And so we had the exact same initials of BJP. My name is John. His is James. Our middle names. And there's literally
do you think his friends call him BJP too?
Maybe, and he might have a mustache, but apparently he's got like 3 warrants out for his arrest too.
Dude, he doesn't need a mustache. He's got some dumb hammer.
So the cop's like, he's like, did the post office come to the door and check your ID? I was like, no. He's like, well, we wouldn't be having this conversation because you're Vince John, he's Vince James. I was like, well, how did you guys manage to fuck this up? And he's like, we have a national database with every single like person who's got a license, you know, who's like registered. And he's like, when you look it up, you guys are next to each other. And when they jotted down the address, they jotted down the upper one instead of the lower one. Hence, that's how we got to this place. And he's like, man, I'm really sorry. But it was the most bizarre like situation like I've ever been in. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense.
Dude,
I can't believe he's single.
Did you message?
Hey, he might be. I mean, Dave, when you go next time you're down to Naples, man, see if he's available.
And I've known about this guy.
Together.
I've known about this guy since Facebook was invented forever ago because I'm like, how many Vincents can there be? Puopolo. Sure. I Googled it, and there's like 3 of us, and we all look like we're from North Jersey. So
him with his Patriots and you and your mustache.
Yeah.
Come on, mustache.
He's single and has 3 warrants. So ladies.
It's funky.
Anyway, that's the most interesting story I've had to tell in a long time.
I appreciate it. And by the way, congratulations for being the first person on panel to use illustrations for your story.
I bet Meg thought that was pretty hot, though. Like, she thought you were a fugitive?
No.
With a boat
down. Do you know how much trouble I'm having?
Title.
There's another good song title. Say it again.
Meg loves Puopolos.
Meg loves his Puopolo. Hey, Meg, guess what?
Daddy's going to jail in Florida.
In Florida. No more Meg thigh tickle twice.
It's just Puopolos regardless.
Is this thing going to kick us off because you're still on the
I mean, we got a few minutes left. And seriously, like I said, if you guys want to keep bullshitting, I don't give a fuck. What we'll do is when this one kicks us off,
I'll send you a link.
Do you have everybody's email?
Unlimited shit. No, but did you send that email in a group?
Hey, do this. Why don't you schedule a meeting?
Yeah.
Reply all.
Yeah.
Or schedule a meeting and put it in the chat.
Word. Yeah, I'm having fun. And
I never schedule any because it's a corporate company.
So
you had plans tonight, Dave? What were your plans?
Yeah, dude, hanging out with a friend from out of town, and he literally just wrote me 18 minutes ago, I fell asleep. I just saw that when I opened it up.
What is he, 18?
No, he's intense, man.
Unless he's sleeping.
When's the last time you saw this guy?
We talk all the time, but he lives up in Minneapolis. So January.
So he's in town, right?
Yeah, And I was gonna meet up with him. We are gonna find some place kind of chill where it's not
maybe
a
get a
mob
slice.
scene.
Yeah.
Wear a bunch of masks and hang out.
Yeah.
Get some COVID, get some beer.
And he fell asleep.
Man, I am fucking skeptical as fuck about going anywhere. But yeah. But he's he's on vacation and he's into fun drugs and shit. Like like he wore himself out early.
It's
a Molly.
Yeah.
Like E versus
Molly shrooms, a really good French wine.
Yeah. Maybe some crank.
That's his main fucking. No.
He's in the good drugs.
He's not. Yeah, he's in the good drugs, but like
he's not paying money. He's not paying money for anxiety you can get for free on the street.
Yeah. He's handling it on his own.
Maybe some Jemkin.
Past too. He's like a cat that like.
Fuck are you talking
work
about?
In the Middle East.
You guys don't know what that is?
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Do you know what Jemkin is?
Dave, you're doing your thing, and the thing is every Jankum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, this goes back like 2 or 3 years, and basically the premise was you would poop and pee in a bottle, and then you would put a balloon on top.
Nice.
And then you inhale those fumes and you get high. It was just a joke, but people started doing it, like people injecting bleach to get rid of COVID. Same thing. Yeah. So I always bring that up. And there's a street up there's a street up the way called Jenkin Lane, and I always think about it like,
where'd you find
I need to hump some shit. I need to hump some.
What do you need, buddy?
Jacob is one of the funniest things in my life.
I'm glad you know it. You're the first person that actually gets that reference.
You guys know.
And it's not only couple years ago. That's since the.
You just
90s?
Did the August by cake.
Yeah, and it's like they ferment it though. It's not like right away.
You sit it in the sun.
They put the balloon, and you got to keep it going for a minute. But they say
it's like moonshine for assholes.
You guys,
for huffing pee poo.
I love you guys. You've dragged me to a new low, and I couldn't be prouder.
All right, is somebody gonna put in the chat meeting an ID?
Yeah. We say, hey, listen, relax. Let me say my goodbyes and shit, and then who's gonna send the invite?
Did you send that email to all of us?
Yes, I did. So you should reply all. Yeah, you should reply all. And here's the thing: it's gonna take me about 5 minutes. I gotta take a piss. I gotta go hit the bong because I don't smoke inside, and then I'll be on.
I'm gonna send it.
But we haven't been kicked off yet. We still got time.
No, we haven't. But that's the thing is, I gotta. And that's the thing. Really quick, Dave. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming on with such short notice. Paul,
this is some random shit that I love sometimes.
We took over Scott's show.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
We always
talked a lot. I hope that wasn't a bummer.
No, you're great, and we're gonna talk more. That's the thing is, after this is all over, we're gonna get back on again. But
what if I'm way more chill later?
I won't. You'll be up to you to record it. Vince, do me a
favor. Got a dirty mustache to go with that.
Get rid of that fucking mustache, man. You look like an extra from a David Lynch film, like the character.
They don't connect, by the way, if you notice.
No, I have
a beard and a mustache. We're both mustachioed.
But what if it was a unibrow? Would that be even cooler?
Well, you look more like me then. So yes, the answer is yes. It'd be cool.
You do. You're a ringer for Haggerty right now.
It makes you look smarter to me.
Yes.
Like you're about to look up something. You'll be like, no, I'm pretty sure that's boopity boop, and you start looking shit up. That looks smart and astute.
It looks like Mac DeMarco.
Thank you guys very much.
I'm in a band.
Thank you guys. This was the best or worst show I ever did.
Haggerty, don't poop in your pee, buddy.
Right.